Hey everyone, Nick here looking at Roku. What a wild one. Oh my gosh. I don't know how people trade this stock without knowing charts. And I emphasize trade. You can invest in it however you want, but if you're actively trading it, like buying and hoping you could scalp up or down, if you don't know charts, you're up against your competition is definitely has the upper hand. And if you've been winning on that, you've been very lucky. Anyway, here we are. This is a daily chart. Most often that's what people look at. It's about a year, a little less. I scooted it over. And so let's put some lines on this bad boy. And let's see here. I've done videos on that, so look back and you can see what I said in my last video. This time I did not have time to go back and watch it. So I'll speak to it as if I haven't done a video yet. So broke out of a clear neckline that was just above a whole bunch of support zones that I had tracked on the shorter time frames. And you can clearly see it. Somewhere around 136, they changed the game. Boom. They have a similar zone right here up to what, 59, let's call it 160 for round numbers, higher lows. So it's squeezing again. So there's another move coming, up or down, we don't know. If it should be down, it should be down. No, don't hate me if I say that, because you want to build a better base. So that you don't have these massive givebacks. The smaller the give back along the way, the stronger and the longer it can last the rally. So cup and handle-ish. The target, upside target, is eyeballs about this big, so one could argue that this would have satisfied it. In fact, we can measure that right now. Scientifically, that's what the technicians tell you, that the size of the move should be as big as the ball. Yeah, so just about a little short. So I usually look left and see, there's no coincidence where it failed. Just look left. You can see where it exactly failed just not too long ago in November, almost to the penny. So the investors don't pay enough attention to what happened here last time. So that's a skill that you need to pick up, and it would help you not get out of the stock or not start chasing. Like if I started long here, I definitely don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to charts. My only goal would be to make money over a way longer period of time. It's not to scalp a trade. So if you took it here long thinking you're scalping a trade, then you made a mistake. The better thing to do is to wait for the confirmation of the breakout from the last time it failed here. So it failed. Come back. Next time it goes above there, that could be a trigger just like this one. Capiche? Okay. So this is the daily chart. Now, if I'm really actively trading, I should get into smaller time frames, and now we have a little bit more information. I know that 150, 148 and a half should be support. In fact, it shouldn't lose 149.70-ish. And if it does, it shouldn't lose 146.70-ish. And if it does, it should find support somewhere 142 and change. And there is a gap all the way down here, and that would be erasing almost the whole rally, which is also okay. When you rally and you give back about half, that is acceptable for without changing the thesis. So here is the extension of this last move from base to top, and the 50% is right here, Fibonacci 138. So if it falls to 138, it doesn't change anything. If it wants to fill the gap all the way to 135, whatever 134 number it was, 134.20, that's also fine. It all depends on your time frame. Right here we have a tightening range with a clear trigger. So in fact, I will do this while I'm here. Let me know. I'll put breakout and maybe 168 question mark eyeball. I can get scientific where it wants to go. Definitely 164 prior fail, so that would come into play versus a strong base for this period of time. This is the point of control, so there is a strong base, so the bulls have wind in their sails. So if I'm short Roku, I would be worried as soon as they break out of this, because they could be looking to break out of this. So this was just a quick way of looking at a stock that seems on the face of it, impossible to be able to trade. So this is a momentum stock. A momentum stock, I call them momos. They're hard to trade. When they're going up, they look like they're about to correct at any point in time. When they're going down, they look like they're falling to zero. So how do you trade it? You put little lines along the way like this to help me trade this bottom. Okay, so I knew it was going to fall to here, and I knew we should have found support somewhere around the prior neckline. So this will help me figure out what not to do. So for example, now looking in hindsight to show you that these strategies work, here's a wall just like we have here. You know, a tightening range going from here, coming to a point. Higher lows, they broke through the wall. If they break through the wall, they overshoot higher. I'm not guaranteeing you it's going to go like parabolic like this. The opposite could have happened, and it would have been okay to come back to here and not change anything. Okay, so here, same thing, this or that. We don't know, but we know as soon as it crosses the lines that we draw, that we know where it's going, so you know to chase. All right, Nick signing out.